Hey, what's up, team? So welcome to today's daily walk. And today's daily walk is a topic that's been festering in my brain for a while because I've never been exposed to this, or I've never been aware that how much of this I've been exposed to. But I am in disbelief at the mass amounts of disbelief or lack of belief that people have in themselves. Maybe it's just because I have the brain of a child, so I think, that under him I can do anything, like flap my rings or whatever. But yes, I'm sure that I've struggled with disbelief, but some of us are really struggling. We look in the mirror and we're not seeing any belief at all. So if this is you, please open your heart, or if you know someone that is struggling with belief in themselves, please listen to these 3 things and share this with them so that we can bust through that, because lack of belief is the number one tool the enemy uses to keep us from becoming to our potential, to living our potential. So, number 1, Robert Bannister. Okay, if you know that name, you know that's the first person who did a 4-minute mile, who broke the 4-minute mile. So he had no one to build his belief. As a matter of fact, everyone around him said he couldn't be doing it. All the scientists, all the friends, all the family. It's never been done before, because generally my number 1 would be get around people who have done what you want to do, and that will help build your belief. Well, here's the thing. Robert Bannister, he didn't have that luxury. Nobody had done. He was the first person in history to run sub 4-minute mile. And then immediately after he did it, people started to do number 2 that I'll teach you. They saw him do it, so that built their belief. So number 1, how do you become like a Robert Bannister? And Buster, you have to ask, why do I not believe that I can do this? Whatever it is that you want to do, before you can start building your belief, rule number 1 is, why do I believe I can't do that? And you have to not let that be your story. In order for you to progress to 2, because here's the thing, if you don't ask yourself why and cut that story off and graduate to number 2, which is seeing other people believe it, you're just gonna make the same belief, the same excuses of why they're doing, or opposite excuses, or different excuses behind why they can do it but you can't. So if you don't confront why you don't think you can do it and then rewrite that story, once you do that, then you graduate to 2. And then you graduate to getting around people that have done it, or getting around people that are doing it, all right? So you want to lose 50 pounds, you've got to get over the story of why you believe you can't do that, and then get around people who've done it. Those 2 things, and you will become unstoppable. So that's number 1. Confront why you believe you can't do it. Rewrite that story. Number 2 is get around people who have done it. Number 3 is, this could also be a number 1 actually, but number 3 is take action in partial or even disbelief. So for example, say, I don't believe I can climb Mount Fuji, but you know what? I can take 1 step, and I can take another step, and just keep giving yourself that short-term gain, okay, which is going to give you that short-term positive feedback, positive reinforcement, until you literally can't take another step because you're at the top of Mount Fuji. That's what happens. So take action in disbelief and keep it consistent action. Again, that could be number 1. That could be really what helps you get past number 1, okay? So the 75 pounds, you might say, I can't lose the 75 pounds. Great, lose 1, then another, then a half, then a quarter, then an eighth, then a 16th, then 2, until you literally can't lose 75 pounds because you've already done it. So taking consistency, I've done this many times, and you know what? At the beginning, I said, I never really struggled with disbelief. Actually, I struggled with disbelief's cousin, doubt. I would doubt everything that that any process or system would work. I would doubt that I can go win a bodybuilding show. I would doubt this. but I took action in that doubt anyway, really, to be honest, to prove it wrong. So I'd say, all right, I'm going to work out every day. I'm going to eat all this. I'm going to do this. I still doubt it can happen, but I'm going to take that action every single day. And then it happened, and the lack of belief was gone. The doubt was completely gone. Because that's the thing, when you walk in doubt, it's okay, but you'll walk less and less in doubt as long as you're walking forward, as long as you're growing forward. So that would be number 3, is say, you know what? I'm just done. I don't know if I can get there or not. I don't know if I can lose the weight or not. I don't know if I can make those fourth quarter earnings or not, but I'm going to take daily action in that direction no matter what. No matter what. So those would be the 3 things that will help you level up your life. Get out of being mediocre. Get out of the excuses of, oh, I'm in debt because of this, this, and this. It's impossible for me to get out. I'm overweight because of this, this, and this. It's impossible for me to get out. To break through those things, break through those chains that are paralyzing you right now. Those are the 3 things that would do it. And it all stems to you believing in yourself, believing in what you were created to be capable of doing. You guys have a great rest of your day.